Alors on est parti avec la prochaine conférence donc de Narco qui va nous parler du free journalism, fake news and truth in the age of WordPress, pardon. Donc il vient d'Italie et l'idée en fait c'est de dire voilà, comme tout le monde peut créer un site WordPress très facilement, voilà, c'est accessible à tout le monde. Il faut faire attention. Puisque voilà, tout le monde peut créer un site internet rapidement, y mettre des news et derrière peut-être que les news sont fake, peut-être que les news sont vraies. Donc voilà, en fait le but c'est de vous prévenir des vrais sujets ou des faux sujets dans le monde du journalisme. Donc ça va être une présentation en anglais. Donc si vous avez des questions, on va essayer de les traduire à la fin, si vous les posez en français ou directement en anglais à la fin. Et juste pour rappel, je sais pas, il y a un téléphone qui sonne. Ce serait idéalement, si vous pouvez checker pour plus qu'il y ait de notifications de téléphone, ça nous arrangerait beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Voilà. Et donc maintenant, je laisse la parole à Narco. Merci.
Good afternoon, bon après-midi. I finish with French here. This is my first talk in English because I'm like my friend Matteo that talked before me. I'm a shy guy too. I discovered WordCamp, but I still don't talk English. And because that's why when I ordered my application has been accepted, this was my reaction. Okay, seriously. I say with WordPress we can create easily a website for a newspaper. There are many templates, many tools, and a user-friendly interface. So the pros is everyone can create a newspaper and share facts and opinions. The cons is everyone, really everyone, can create a newspaper, even if he has no idea of what journalism is. How WordPress can support journalism? Because it's open source, it's highly customizable, there are tons of fancy newspaper themes, and a user-friendly interface, maybe too easy. If we want to make a website for sharing, create our new personal newspaper, what can we do? Can be used to make fact-checking, analysis, comments, debates, and probably social course. Now I will show you 3 cases of a good use of really great projects made using WordPress. There are 2 Italian projects and 1 Swiss from Ticino. All made with WordPress. They don't have a big editorial group behind, so quite independent. The first one, Il Post. Il Post is an online daily newspaper, Italian. It offers free contents. There is no paywall, every content is free. Their mission is at most explaining facts. On Post you don't find local news, find explanation. What we know about war in Ukraine, the conflict explained well, and they support themselves with ads and with subscribing, which they just give special features, a website with no ads, newsletter, and this is a project all made in WordPress. It's an independent project. That's becoming very most important for now because many people are reading more and more because they found a good explanation and not cited. The second one is Open. Open was founded by Enrico Mentano. He's a great Italian journalist. And it's a peculiar project because it's managed by a social non-profit enterprise. They don't make a profit. And they have a mission to bring young readers close to information, to help young people to learn to read news. And their real topic focuses on fact-checking. They are a team of fact-checkers that verify news, explain facts about, and they are funded with ads and with a personal donation from the founder, and with volunteer donation for association. All for everything is for social causes. There is no profit in this project. The third one was the project that I was involved to until 1 year ago. It's a gas social. This is made by a collective of people just gathering around together and say, okay, let's make a newspaper to promote social causes, to make activism, social and political activism. And this founded, there is no ads. There is ads, but they are not the most part of the funding. The funding is with the fee of the associated, because it's managed by an association. And subscription for and some volunteer donation. And many people are just donating fund just to support the project without having nothing in return. There's a lot of people that have supported our project, not to read paid content, but just to support the project, because it was a social project. But with this, there are good cases of good uses of WordPress to make journalism. But there are bad cases, because you can use WordPress to create a website looking like a newspaper, but your only goal is making profit and not making real information. The better cases is when we have satirical news, just funny. The worst cases is when we have clickbaiting, misinformation, fake news website. That the worst case when this is used to share hateful content. There are many websites that looks like a real newspaper, but just share hateful content. They earn. We'll see. The first case is a good case. Lercio is a satirical website, Italian satirical website. They make a parody of a serious newspaper. But the good thing is that they clearly declare our news are fake. Don't believe it, are fake. So they are not fooling people. They clearly say, just for entertainment, this is an example of the news they publish. Bill Gates reveals we are preparing for divorce from 2019, but we're waiting for PC to finish updating. Or Bites Pain, legal and filed election founded. San Marino 2 decrease 2 meters safety distance, half of the population ends up in Italy. They write this kind of news, just funny, and they clearly say fake news, but sometimes someone believes it. Also, great people believe it. The other cases, I don't want to name it the website doing this. I don't want to give the promotion. I call it pit poisoners. They just create. There's a lot of people. I don't know in Switzerland, but in Italy there's a lot of people creating this kind of website, looking absolutely like a newspaper, just using a term. But the content is sensationalistic, most unverified, and they also often focus on ethnical and religious figures talking about crimes. And misleading information. This is an example. If we have a real news, or they begin, some people mix Italian or not Italian, they just write 30 immigrants. They don't verify the news, because they have no interest to verify the news. Because they just point on clickbaiting, on click to make money, of course, with ads, and this. And this is more shared than you can expect. There is a main of people believing this. But how can we can avoid this? How? Serious newspaper always say who they are. They use the impressum or the page team when they say who is the editorial staff, who is the director, who is responsible. Also for not signing articles, because many articles sometimes are not signed. They say clearly who is responsible for this. Misleading websites usually are anonymous. You don't know who's behind them. And most of the cases you cannot see, if you make the who is for the domain, it's private. So you must go deep to find who's these people here. Authors. In every serious website about news, you always have the name of the authors of the article. Or you ask it by staff. But you know, if you find stuff, you can go to Impression and see who is the stuff. Also here, misleading websites are anonymous. You don't know who is the author. You don't know who wrote this article. Design, of course. A serious website use a good project with a graphic design, well studied. A fake website no need this because many they cannot pay for a graphic design. So they just use template to just share, and at most share on social network. Another tips, images. Serious websites, serious journals have archives on paid archives of images, like Keystone, Reuters. They pay a subscription, expensive sometimes, to have real, free, exclusive images. Who is not interested to make good information, just take from Google Image, or the worst case, they often use images to support a news, but images is not actual. They use images out of context. But you can say, but so serious newspaper do always tell the truth? No, because a journalist is a human person. A journalist can make a mistake, trusting a wrong source, forgetting to verify. But you know that serious, by the way, it tries to tell the truth, with just checking, verifying, and at most assuming responsibilities. If they make a mistake, there is someone who pays for this. A misleading newspaper is here just to take your click. So, and at most, when serious journalists make a mistake, they publish a correction. They say, okay, we made a mistake. Of course, who is not interested to make information just to make profit doesn't need to do this, because people will believe it anyway. So, 3 minutes, okay. Let's make a balance. WordPress has given a good opportunity, because as we have seen, it has helped to develop many projects of independent and free journalism, even with groups we don't have a big editorial group behind. It's a powerful instrument. If we have something to say, if we think that what we have to say is important, why not to make a newspaper, a magazine? If we don't have time to update every day, we can make a magazine. But, so, why not make, but not just using WordPress. WordPress is just the minimum, just using a lot of principles, following the ontological rules of journalism, let's say verifying news. If our goal is not making more but making information, then we can choose if we want to tell the truth. There can be a disputable truth, because I think that journalism is not made of fact, but also point of view about the facts. Or we can use the truth and bend it to our needs. It's just about our conscience, if we have one. And I close with this. I thank you all, and I'm here for questions. I've been fast. Okay, good night. Questions? Answer français.
Thank you for your lecture. The thing about the credit for the photos, if it's a personal website,
Sorry?
only one. Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your lecture. What you said about adding credit for the photos,
Yes.
most, at least used to be like this. Most WordPress websites are mostly blogs, so one-man sites.
Yeah.
And if you talk about your own hobby, should you put credit even if it's your own
Yes,
photos?
of course.
Even if it's your own photos?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Because, but what I say is many don't give credit, just use pictures just to show some facts.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you have another question?
Which could be.
No? Okay. Fine. Thank you very much. Thank you.